My name is Endevar, and this is All the Mods 10 to the sky. Well, last time we started on the creative items so we can get the final quest in this pack done, and that is what I want to get finished today. I have done a lot of building since last time, mainly this bit outside here. I wanted to get like an end to this bit that we've had this bit built for ages, but at the end it was always just completely open. So I've done a little bit here now, made it look a little bit like a cathedral type build, but I don't want it all sealed off because all the sides are open anyway, so it's not like it's a big secure building. But I think it looks pretty cool having this like this. So the plan is to have all these pedestals out here, which I've laid out how I want them now. And we're going to get all these filled in, hopefully today, with all the creative items that we can see in this page, the Chapter 5 creative items. So I'm going to lay it out exactly as it is here, so it's easier to keep track of. I've already got these two done. I have done the start, obviously, so I can do all this. But what I've put in the centre is the All the Mods trophy. And you get this for completing the previous page, the All the Mods star. So I thought that was a good thing to have in the middle. So other than doing the building outside, I've also been trying to finish off in here. So I've got all of this ceiling done. I've done one section of this, but I just copied and pasted it all down, which isn't the easiest thing to do. I'm not a big fan of the copy paste gadget from building gadgets. It does work really well, I'm just not very good at it. But anyway, we have issues. I still need to do lots of things to finish off. But then I've also done the floor over here as well, but I keep running out of the stripped dark oak. And I have since fixed that, and I'll show you what I've been doing to sort that out. But apart from this one here, I've also done this side bit here. I've got all of these ceilings done. It's nothing too crazy, but it's all stripped dark oak and dark oak planks, so I've been getting through the dark oak. So let's just go have a quick look at the thing I've been doing to get some more of that. So if we just come up here, I set up the mechanical saw from create. And all I need to do is if I just get a load of dark oak logs, I can put these into here. And this will automatically just strip them for me, and then I've got a ton of them that I can just put back into here, and then I've got them there ready for the building gadgets to use. To get this going, I crafted an electric motor, but because I haven't done that much create in this series, apart from when I started out with like the super smelter thing, I haven't really done that much else, because you don't really need to do much for create in Almost 10 to the Sky. So I've had to get the mechanical crafter set up, and I needed this to craft the electric motor, but I also needed to power this anyway, so I did have a load of water wheels here to get this working. But now I've got the electric motor, I've just got rid of all that. I just need to remove this stuff, and I've got that powered by an electric motor as well. So that's all I'm doing there, just so I've got a ton of stripped dark oak for the building. And over here, I've also turned off my geo setup because it's just absolute madness. I've taken the pickaxe out, and that stops it working, because I've got the amount of gold I've got now is like 1.5 million gold blocks. I'm near the end of the pack, I don't need it anymore, so that can be turned off. I've also done the same over here as well. I've changed all these export buses to active with a signal, so we're now not even sieving anymore. These are completely inactive, but I'm just going to leave them like this, so when I put the world download up, you can get this running again if you want to. And other than that, all I've really been doing is building. So what I want to get done now is get on with a few of the creative items. I do have a couple of other things I want to do, but we need to prioritise getting these done. So where shall we start? I think all of these are just going to be in the Energizer Orb, aren't they? I think they're all like that. So it may be a bit of a task to do the other things first, but I don't actually think... I think most of them are just in the Energizer Orb. These as well, these might be different. Creative Spellbook, yeah, that's just a craft, so that's nice and easy. The Creative Source Jar, I think you do this, yeah, in the Enchanting Apparatus. So we need 4 obsidian source jar, yeah, so that's slightly more difficult. And the creative jetpack, that again is just craft. So we have a couple of things here. Creative craft, oh, this might be a bit more tricky. So I think we'll just set the patterns for these, and that should be easy to do. And then again, these are all just energizing orb, I think. Done those two, and these are energizing orbs as well. So as long as we don't get tripped up with some of the ingredients in this is going to be pretty straightforward. So let's get over to the energizing orb, and we can give this a go. Right, so where do we start? Let's do the creative energy battery. So we need 4 energy batteries. Already got one there. So let's just get another 3 of these. And of course we don't have the mineral. Right, see, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. Right, so we now have 4 of those. And we just need a star as well. No, stop doing that. So we'll take those. And that. Oh, these don't need to be fully charged there. No. Or is it? Oh yeah, because these are also charging, that's why. Right, so I need these to be 0. So I need... Right, so how is my power working in a minute? See, I knew this wasn't going to be easy, especially when most of these are things that are going to automatically charge as well. Right, so this is what's doing my wireless charging at the minute. I'm not using the power version, so this actually should be easier. Because what I can do with this, if I go go on wireless charging. I could, yeah, actually, this makes sense, doesn't it? So if I put these in here, they won't charge. Right, so I need to craft another 4 of those die. Or can I just do that? So I'll take all the power out of these and I'll keep them in here. We should be good. Right, so I've taken all the power out of those now, but watching the footage back, I did actually only put 1 of them in. So maybe they do work when they've got some charging, but I don't want to risk it. So the reason that they did start charging is because I needed to put them in my hotbar to be able to click them into there. But I think if I just put a hopper on top, I can do this. Like that. And then star. And that is receiving power. Don't know how much power this is going to take, but probably quite a lot. But I think these are, yeah, these are all nitro levels, so it should be enough to get these going, I think. Oh no, that's running out of power now, isn't it? Yeah, this is draining quickly. How much power does this take? Oh, 2 billion FE. That is absolutely crazy. Now, do I have a way of... Yeah, that's probably going to take quite a while, isn't it? Maybe shouldn't do it through ender gates. So they'll transfer 1 million FE per tick, but I need 2 billion. Oh, that's put Pactite into there because the power's running out. So it's trying to make dry ice to power the power reactors. This is not going well, is it? Right, I'm going to take these out. Don't start charging. Right, you go back in there. Right, I may need a different setup for this because this power is going to run out very quickly. Because these only hold 500 million FE, and what have I got in here? That's 4 billion FE. So I do have enough stored in the cells that provide the power to the gates. But maybe I need to set this up directly up here so I can start charging this. So yeah, I think I'm going to set up a separate energizer orb up here that runs directly off this. So I don't have to be restricted by the gates, but also the one downstairs can carry on making the dry ice that these things need to keep running and generating the power. So yeah, I'll get that done first and then we can try that again. Right, that didn't take too long, and I've set up 12 of the nitro level energizing rods pointing at the energizing orb, and I've done the same thing here with the hopper. So if we stick these into here now, this isn't going to be auto fed by anything else. So yeah, can we see that the bottom there we're 10% through, so it is going to run out of power eventually, but that hasn't vanished yet. So that seems to be going much better this time. Right, so what are we at? 45% billion FE going into there already. That's madness, isn't it? So that's doing its thing, but it's running. That is going down a little bit now, but we're at 75%. So are these reactors? Yeah, so that one's empty. That one's empty. That one's empty out now, but I think we should be pretty much there. Yeah, 99%. So there we go. That's our next one, the creative energy battery. Nice. Have a look at that. That one is ticked off, and again, no rewards, but that's all right. So let's go put this over here on our pedestals. And which one was it? It was on the left, wasn't it? So let's put that one there. And that is another one done. So next one, might as well just work our way around. So this might be a little bit more tricky because it's Draconic Evolution. So we need 2 Dragon Hearts, 2 Chaotic Capacitors. I don't know if I've done these yet, but let's give it a go. Right, so I do have one of the Draconic Capacitors. But how many of those do I need? Yeah, so I only need 1. And I need to do 2 of these die. Right, so yes, I need to do another Draconic Capacitor first. So that's 4 Draconic Ingots, 3 Draconic Energy Controllers, and 1 Draconic Core. And then we need a Wyvern Capacitor as well. So yeah, bit of a rabbit hole this, which is alright, because this is what it's all about, isn't it? Right, so this one's fairly easy, because it's 4 of these, 4 of these. I'll put 2 in there, but we're going to need to do a few anyway. And then if we take our Wyvern Core for this, I'll stick that one in the middle. We have our Wyvern Capacitor, so then we just need to do that again, but with the high tier stuff, and then again for the last one to get 2 of these. So I'll get all this done first, because it's not the most entertaining content, is it? But I'll get those done, and then we can go turn that into the creative capacitor. Right, so as you can see, I got all of those done. So we have our 2 chaotic capacitors now, and I have a whole load of other mess in my inventory, but we'll get to that in a second. So we should really just put these in. No, not, I keep doing that. So what we want in here is 2 hearts, 2 of those, and a star. And I believe that should be it. So that'll do as our creative capacitor, which is brilliant. But then I've also been preparing a few other things while I was waiting for those to do it. I've got a few other things here. So we have the super dense energy cells, and I did just set up a pattern for that because I already had the other energy cells set up. So let's have a look at the super dense energy cell. So they're quite expensive items, but we have everything we need for that. That's already at 59%. Brilliant. So we can get that one done, and I believe this is in the orb as well. Yeah, so we'll put those in there. We also have the unobtainium source jars, and I had already done these. I don't remember doing this, but I did it a while ago. So it is just 8 unobtainium ingots and a normal source jar in the enchanting apparatus, and I'll give you those. So I've got 4 of those now. So then we just take these with 4 source gem blocks, and that'll give us the creative source jar. So let's get to our enchanting apparatus while that's doing that. Oh no, that's already there. So while we've got that, we might as well get another one going. So we'll put those and that in there, and that should start doing its thing. Yeah, so I'll leave that to do that, and then we'll get to the enchanting area, which is just around here. So if I just take 4 of these in there, it doesn't matter which order you do this, but might as well do it like it says. So there's 4 of those, and then is it the star in the middle? Was that? No. Oh, what was it? Oh, it needs to be full. Right, that is slightly more difficult than I thought. So let's take those back out. We can probably get loads in here as well. So we'll need to turn the mob farm back on, but firstly, let's just put these down. So let's grab those, put those down there. And if we turn the mob farm back on, I don't know how much source these hold, but I'm assuming it's more than the normal ones. But they're getting a little bit in there. Right, okay, so we'll come back to that. I'll leave that to do its thing. So we'll just have a look at how this is getting on. Right, there we go. We have our creative energy cell. Nice, so that's 2 down already. And the other one's, well, the creative energy cube, if we have a look at the quests, it says this is already ticked off. But that's because I've crafted this one. But you can't actually use this. This won't charge on its own. What you need to do is put 4 of them into the energizing orb with an all mod star, and it'll give you the infinite one. Even though these say they're infinite, it's 0. So we need to actually give that the power by putting it into here. So if we put 4 of these and 1 of these, that'll give us the infinite energy cube. And then I have another one here, and that is a creative power source from Draconic Evolution. So this was nice and simple. I was already doing the chaotic cores anyway, already had the hearts, so that was nice and easy. So I've got that one done. All right, that's at 40%, so I'll leave that. Let's see how this is doing. Right, so that's 80%. All right, we have 2 full. That one's not got anything yet, and this one's nearly full. That's going all right. So the other thing I've been doing is I've got a fragile empty soul gem, and the reason I'm doing that is because I need one of the empty soul gems, because we're going to use this to craft the creative spellbook. I have everything else in this apart from the empty soul gem. So we need to get over to our occultism area, and I do have a staff for that. There we go, so let's get down there. So it's just this thing here, and I've set pretty much all of it up. So we've got a gold ingot, copper ingot, a diamond, and a silver ingot, 3 pieces of soul sand. So then we just need to put the fragile empty soul gem on there, and then take our book of binding genie, which is bound. So we'll put that in the middle, and that'll start taking those items, and it'll give us the empty soul gem. But that does take a minute. So let's see what else we've got going on. All right, that is there. So we now have the creative energy cube, and now we can just put these things in, I believe. Put those in there. Does that work? No, I put 2 stars in there, haven't I? That's not right. All right, so now if we put those in with that should be it. Here we go. Right, that's doing it. So occultism, how are we doing over here? Just getting it. Right, so while that's doing that, I suppose I can go put these on the pedestal. All right, let's make sure we get them in the right order. So it's creative capacity first, and then it was the energy cube, wasn't it? So let's have that there. Actually, no, it was the energy cube. Yeah, it's that energy cube there, and then it was the creative energy cell over this side. Okay, that's good. So no, we want occultism. Where are we? Right, so 1 more item to go, and then we should be good. And then finally the book, and there it is. We have our soul gem. So now we can take this, and with all this stuff here, we already have the unobtainium spellbook. We can craft the creative spellbook. Nice. I believe that one went there, didn't it? Yep, here we go. So what's that? 4 left. That's good. So we now have our creative power source. So with that, we can put this one on there, and this is all coming together now, so just 3 left. So the jetpack I'm probably going to need to do patterns for. So now let's just see how these are doing. So we've got, right, so these, no, they're not full. So 3 of them, 100%. So we've got 3 full there. This one isn't doing anything for some reason. Everything else taking it, so let's, don't do that. Put that on there. Right, that's filling up now. Oh, that's not good either, is it? Oh, I've got items backing up there. I need this to fill up quickly. Why is everything filling up? These didn't do this before, but now they have the apotheosis stuff on, they're backing up. So I definitely should have redone this, but you know what? I think we're a bit late in the day for redoing that. So anyway, that's full, so I can turn this off. If I grab this one, I should be able to get this sorted now. So I'll put these on here, and then with that start, put that in there, and that should do its thing and give us the creative source chart. And there we go. That's done. Oh, I just need to clean up this mess as well, don't I? Right, so looking at this storage under my mob farm, which, yeah, we don't need to concentrate on this too much, but all of these discs had filled up. So I've just added in another 3, and that's just give it space to send everything through, and then it's exporting all those witch hats and convert them into redstone. So anyway, that's done. And I think I've just noticed a bug with the quests as well, because I've just taken this jetpack out of this storage, and for some reason that has completed the creative jetpack quest, which, yeah, it's great, but I actually want to have that jetpack, so I want to see what it's like. So we'll put the creative source jar on here, and then now we need the energy cell from power and the creative jetpack. So I'm going to do the creative jetpack first, because I need to remind myself that I haven't actually done that yet. So let's just see if I've got any jetpacks. I've got loads, haven't I? Right, so it's the emerald one that we craft it from. So can I craft this yet? No. Okay, so we'll go in here. Right, yeah. So I think we'll just do patterns for all this. Like, keep it simple. So let's go with you. And then do the thrusters, the capacitor, and then just the energy cells. I think that should be it. We should have all of the subcrafts below that, including the nitro batteries, which are crazy. So then just put these in here. So let's get one of these. Oh, what's that? Block of nitro crystal. I can't do it. Right, okay. Right, so it says it's got everything now. So let's give that a go. Alright, it's done it straight away. Brilliant. Okay, so that is a creative jetpack, which is a bit of an anticlimax because the quest is already complete. But anyway, that's done. Nice and simple, that one. Well, when you've already got the stuff, it's definitely nice and simple. So I'm thinking this should also be simple because it's just an energy cell, isn't it? So what do we need? 4 nitro energy cells, which I think we've already got a pattern for that anyway. So let's have a look. Yeah, we've already got that there. So let's get 4 of those. Get that going. Yeah, it's going to have to do all these things. But it's flying through it, isn't it? So that should be fairly quick. Alright, it's onto the blazing stuff now. So yeah, we're getting it. And then once that's done, that should be pretty much there. Yeah, the nitro is only 48 of those. And then that'll be it. I can't believe we've actually done it all. This is amazing. And I'm still going to finish the build, but, you know, this is a big step anyway. Right, so there are our 4 nitro energy cells. And then we just need one more starter, so we'll steal that one. And then in this hopper, we'll put these 4. And that. And yeah, that's 2 billion FE again. Going pretty quick, though. Oh, actually, these are struggling now. Oh, not so bad. And not too long later, we now have our final creative item, and that is chapter completed. We have done it. That is all the creative items done. Brilliant. So there we go. That is our pedestal complete. We have all of those done. So that is all of the creative items. Everything we can make with the all mod style, that is now done and presented on this platform. So I'm very happy that we've got all this done. But now I just want to get on with a little bit of building just to finish off and finally complete this base. It's not going to be everything. I'm not going to get everything done. Unfortunately, I would like to have done a lot more, but I've spent hours on this after the last episode, and I could just spend forever on it. But at some point, I do need to call it a day, and I've been playing a lot on all the mods 11 at the minute, and I really want to get a series started on that. So I'm going to just at least try and get this bit finished off here, and hopefully it should look pretty good. Right, so slight change of plan. I didn't work on the towers at the front. I ended up finishing this one at the back, which I've been putting off for ages because it's really intricate around the edge and I just couldn't be bothered. So I did try using the copy paste gadget and it was going well. I did quite a lot, got all these little details in the wall copied round and then all like the turrets and stuff on the top. But at one point I did it wrong, so I pressed undo and for some reason it just deleted everything on this side, even though I was working on that opposite corner. So there's lots of stuff on the inside of here, like my Draconic Evolution stuff is behind this tower and the create stuff is behind here. So I had water spilling out from where my water wheels had broken and it was just all kinds of mess. So hopefully I've fixed all that up and it's working right. But I'm not going to worry about it too much for now because I'm concentrating on the building. But this has gone quite well. There's still a little bit to do to finish off the top. I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I think that looks alright and it's tied in with this quite nicely. So yeah, that's looking good. I will do a little bit more texturing just to finish it off, but I've done quite a lot of that around this edge, like especially where the river is. We've got a lot of moss growing up there, and I think that looks quite good. So I'm happy with that tower as it is for now, and I'm going to get this done. But there is one other little job I wanted to do that I completely forgotten about, and it is pretty much the last thing I need to do really. So down here, which I have a quick little tour of my armor. I am going to do a proper world tour in the next episode, but we'll just have a quick summary. So I've got all my Just Higher Things stuff there. I've got the robes for Mars, and then we've got the all the mods versions of those robes, and then the all the mods armor over there. But then we've got some random stuff. The create one, the immersive engineering, I think the Auritech one here, and then just a few other random things. And then the one that I want to finish off is this over here. So this is the mystical agriculture armor. So we've got the Inferium, Prudentium, and Tertium, and then we've got Imperium and Supremium. But we have one stand here, and that is for the Awakened Supremium, which I haven't done yet. I do have a spare set of the Supremium armor, and this is a bit of a pain to craft, so I'm very glad that I did this. Oh, where's the helmet? I definitely did the helmet. Oh, I already done it. No, that's Tertium helmet. Alright, maybe I need to get the Supremium helmet crafted then, so we might as well get that done now, because I want to turn this into the Awakened Draconium set. So, can I now? Oh, God, this is going to be a pain, isn't it? Yeah, actually, I'll do that off camera. What we're going to do now is set up the Awakened thing around here. So I've got this area set up, just like we did for the Infusion one. It's exactly the same size, so we can just put that over here. So I have the recipes up here for it, so hopefully I should be able to do this. Orange, what? No, I don't have any orange dye at all. Let's just get a bit of this, because we need a few of the pedestals, and I'm assuming they use the same thing. So let's grab that working altar, put that one down in the middle, and then we need 8 of the pedestals, just like that. So I've put these down here, and I'm hoping I've got enough of all the essences now. I think I'm growing them all, but I can't quite remember. So what we need to do with the Supremium stuff is a little bit of a process. We'll just have a look at the uses of this. So what we need to do is put it on an Awakening altar with Awakened Supremium gemstones, and then 40 each of these elemental essences. So firstly, let's just check we've got all of that. Yeah, well, Earth Essence, we've got 42,000 of each of those, really. So yeah, let's just grab, yes, I'll tell you what, 2 stacks of each. That's not going to make a dent, is it? But we'll take that. So the other thing we need is the Awakened Supremium. So that's the first step. Before we can do the armor, we need to do the Awakened Supremium itself, and then we can use that to upgrade the armor. So if we have a look at the recipes for these, we need to first do the essence to get the gemstones, and to get the ingots, again, it's the essence that we craft with prosperity ingots. So let's have a look at the essence. What we need to do is craft it from the block. So that means we need to do the block on the Awakening altar. So that's just 10 of the earth essences with a block of Supremium. So that is quite expensive, but I think we should have... Ooh, we don't have loads, do we? Supremium essence. Because when I was crafting this... Am I growing Inferium? I could have sworn I was. Yeah, so maybe it's just quite slow. So I've got 6 blocks of it there, which is okay. Because I'm going to craft it down into the essence, aren't I? So, right, let's put one of you on there, and then we need the cognizant. Oh, I've not done this yet. Oh, I need to kill the wither, don't I, with this thing, unless I've got any of it already. Oh, this is turning into a bit of a palaver, isn't it? Right, so I think firstly we're going to need a Supremium sword, are we? Well, so we're going to need to go through all this as well. Right, that's going to keep those enchantments, which is good because that's a pretty good sword. Let's see if we can get all these. So that's tier 2. Craft a couple of those ingots, and then yeah, just keep going through this. I'm hoping I'm doing the right thing here. And then 2 of those. Oh, I don't have enough of that now, do I? Oh, that's really bad. Alright, there we go. I'm being a bit silly. I'm automatically crafting it into the insane essence, so I do have an absolute ton of this. So let's craft that up. Right, where were we? Let's get on with this. So let's get a couple of those. 1 more ingot, and then we can turn that into this premium sword. Right, this is a good start, but I need to put an enchantment on here called Mystical Enlightenment, and that is going to let me get the Cognizant Dust. So let's get up to the enchantment library and see if we've got that one in there. Not 100% sure I have. No, I haven't. Now, can I craft it? Mystical Enlightenment 3, that'd be good. Oh, yes, I can craft it. That's good. And that's definitely doable, isn't it? So we need 15 Supremium Essence for the top one. No problem there. Do I have it? I do have XP Essence now. Yeah, let's grab that. And a book. Now, where's my enchanter? Because that's the Ender IO one, isn't it? I'm sure I had the Mystical Agriculture one somewhere. Do I not? Alright. Let's craft this then. So have you. One of you. And finally you. Alright, so I'll stick that there. And then we're going to go you. And where's my book? Stick you in there. And that'll give you Mystical Enlightenment 1. I don't want 1. Oh yeah, I need more essence than that, do I? I stick a load of this in here. Right, 4. That's what I want. Great stuff. Okay, so Anvil, let's put you and you on there, and that'll give us Mystical Enlightenment 4. Nice. Okay, so we'll take that one. And what we need to do now is kill a wither. Or was there another option? Was it got to do it with the ender dragon? Ender dragon. I'm guessing you get more from the ender dragon, but I might be wrong. Yeah, tell you what. I've got the stuff here, so let's go kill the dragon. I'll take a few of those. That one. You, and you. Right, so hopefully I'll get a few from this and I won't have to mess about. And I don't know if looting affects it, but I've got a pretty decent sword there, so let's see how this goes. Come here. Oh yeah, it could take a while. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Never mind. Alright, yeah, I forgot how crazy good that boy is. Yeah, will you let me do this? No. Alright. Let's call that a practice go, shall we? Try that again. Alright, taking it real steady this time. Just one shot every now and then. Right, now I'll switch to the supremium sword. Doesn't really do much damage, this, does it? Using my really overpowered sword. Ooh, that was close. Right, I'm gonna pick up this. Right, put anything there. There we go. Right, 12. I don't know if that's enough. But it might be. Yes, I need 4 for each of those. But that's only to do the Awakened Supremium, isn't it? I don't need it to do the armor. So yeah, that may be enough. Let's give that a go. Right, so back here we've got the Cognizant Dust on there. And we just need to put that on 4 of them. And then we need to get the essences out again. So let's just get a stack of each. And then put these on here. I need to put... Oh, no, it's not the pedestals, is it? This is why Awakened Supremium is so hard, because there's so many little steps to it that I always forget. What you actually need to use is these things called essence vessels. So let's try crafting those. Right, so we need 4 of these. So take that out. So you can see there, it tells you that it should be an essence vessel. So you go there, there, and there. And then when the Cognizant Dust, put that back on the pedestals. And then we can put 10 water essence in there, 10 air essence, 10 earth essence, and finally 10 fire essence. So I'll do that, that's doing its thing, and I'll turn that into Awakened Supremium. See, it's so simple this, isn't it? Right, so with that, I can turn that into Awakened Supremium Essence, and then we use that to craft, firstly, the Supremium Ingots, and then finally, the Supremium Gemstones. With those, we put these on here to upgrade the Supremium. So let's do the Supremium Boots, and then don't need Cognizant Dust this time, need these and these, so I'll put you on there, Gemstones on the other ones, and then it was more of the essence this time. It's 48, but... Oh, no, it's 40, isn't it? But it won't let me put more on that in, so that's good. So I'll stick you on there. So I've got you, and I'll do its thing, and I'll craft as the Awakened Supremium Boots. Here we go. Simple as that. So, very happy about that, but obviously, need to get the rest of it done now. So we'll stick this down here so we don't lose them. Put that on there, and I'm doing this just for an orange set of armor that I'm never going to use. So you know the process now. If you know what you're doing, it's really easy, but obviously I don't. So I need to craft up the helmet as well, and I'm going to need to do some more essence, and I may even need to get some more of this stuff. But I'll get all that done, and then it'll be back to building. Okay, so a massive amount of time later, and we have the Awakened Supremium armor set all done. And it wasn't the armor set that took the time. I did have to go kill the dragon again, but that wasn't a problem. The main thing I've been doing is an absolute ton of building. So I got this tower done on this side and copied and pasted it across here, which again was an ordeal. Things did go wrong, but never mind, we got there in the end, and I think these look pretty cool. And I've based this on a video I saw on YouTube. It's like a dark cathedral thing, which I've done like the bottom parts of the front towers of that, so it is completely different. But I'll put a link to that video in the description anyway. It's a really good tutorial. So even though this is nothing like it, I do believe in giving credit where it's due, so that link will be down there. But aside from those towers, what I've mainly been doing is putting these walls around the edge. Now they are a bit rough, and yeah, I could spend hours on this, and I actually have spent hours on this, but what I mean is I could spend hours more, and I I just can't, because it will never be done. It's just one of those things that I can keep going on forever and keep wanting to improve it. So I've just added a load of leaves on the edge to soften like the harsh transitions, and I just think it looks really cool. And then just a few trees around the edge as well, just to make this look nice and lush and overgrown, and I think that looks really good. I've also been putting a few of the R's trees around here, so I've made this all overgrown as well. I've got loads of leaves everywhere and bone milled loads of stuff, put loads of coarse dirt down, and yeah, I've got the R's trees around here, a couple of normal oak trees, and then I've done a few of the R's trees along here as well. Few oak trees at the top of here, and again just leaves everywhere and stone around the edge, and I think that is looking pretty good. So I would have liked to have done a little bit more around here and get rid of all these torches in here, but it is just stuff that it's just going to take forever, and I really want to get this series finished, and I think I am. I think I'm happy with where I've got everything to, and yeah, I've got all the quests done. The build is, what, 95% there, so I think that is a good place to leave it. And I will be doing one more video in this series. I'm going to do a world tour so we can have a look around everything we've done, probably remind myself because it's been quite a while, but there will be a world download in that video as well. So if you want to come into this world and finish off all the bits that I haven't done, I would very much appreciate that. You can send me screenshots or whatever, but I think with that we're going to leave it there. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next episode, which will be the last one for the world tour on the world download. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.